We're going to start in a seated position. You can start in any comfortable seated position for you. I'm going to start with my legs crossed. Ground down through the sitting bones. Sit nice and tall, engage through the core. Pinch your shoulder blades back and together. Find a comfortable resting place for your hands, palms down to ground or palms up to receive, whatever you feel like you need this morning. And then maybe start by closing your eyes. Taking a nice deep inhale through your nose. Pausing at the top. And then a loud, audible exhale, making a ha sound. Pausing at the bottom. Another deep inhale through your nose. Pausing at the top. And another loud, audible exhale through your mouth. Inhale for 4, filling up through the belly, the rib cage, and the chest. Exhaling loudly for 4, 2, and 1. Another deep inhale through your nose, filling up completely, keeping the shoulder blades back and down. And then exhaling for 4 through your nose, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale again through your nose. And then exhale through your nose. Still keeping that gentle restriction in the back of your throat, Ujjayi, ocean breath. One final inhale through your nose. Pausing at the top. And then trying to make your exhale just a little bit longer than your inhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, arms up overhead. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a moment and setting an intention for your home practice. Thinking about why you're taking this hour for yourself. Maybe it's for you, for someone else, or for a higher cause. You can always touch back in on this intention at any time during the practice, during the class. Sealing this intention with one round of breath, inhale, and one exhale. On your next inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, a gentle twist to the right. Right hand comes to the lower back. And left arm acts as a lever, pushing yourself around. Maybe even twisting with the neck and the eyes. On your next inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, gentle twist to the left. On your next inhale, back through center. Begin to walk the right hand out to the side. As soon as you feel the stretch on the left side, stop. Drop your elbow down. Trying to keep the left hip grounded into the earth. Maybe the left arm comes up and over the ear. Maybe gazing up towards the ceiling. And back through center. Other side, walking the left hand out. Again, as soon as you feel the stretch, you can stop and then drop the elbow down. To deepen, the right arm can come up over the ear. Again, trying to ground down through the right hip bone. Trying to push it down towards your mat. If laying on the neck, gazing up towards the ceiling. And change. Back through center. Begin walking the hands forward. At the deepest level, you can bow the head down, stretching out the hips, stretching out the glutes. Begin walking the hands back up. Yoga is all about balance, so we're going to switch the crisscross out and stretch those hips evenly. It might feel a little awkward if you've never switched out your crisscross before. There's a first time for everything. Again, walking the hands out as far as you can, and then maybe bowing the head down to deepen. And then walking the hands back up. We're going to roll right over the knees and come to all fours, a tabletop position. Taking a moment to warm up your wrists. So maybe turning your fingers towards the back. Maybe just turning them towards the sides. There's a lot of down dogs in a flow. So we want to make sure our wrists are ready. Maybe turning the hand over and opening and closing the fist. And then finding stillness. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze up. Exhale, spine high, belly in. Inhale, arch the back, gaze up. And exhale, spine high, belly in. One more, inhale, dog tilt. Exhale, angry cat roll. Back to a neutral spine on your inhale. Exhale, right shoulder to the right hip. Inhale through center. Exhale, left shoulder to the left hip. Back through center. We're going to kick the right leg straight out to the side. And exhale, press the hips back. Again, reaching those arms and hands forward. Breathing into the inner right thigh. Coming back high up onto the knee, releasing the hands off the mat. Right hand comes to the right leg and left arm up and over. Back through center. The left hand is coming all the way down to the floor, right arm up and over. Maybe you want to press the hips forward and a tiny arch to the back. And change. Coming back through center, bringing the hands back down to the mat, and the right leg comes straight back behind you. We're going to lift and hold. Keeping that right hip pressed down. Using your core, maybe the left arm can reach in an equal and opposite direction. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend, and hold. You can stay right here, or you can bend the back leg. Reach around for a grip on the toes for full tiger pose. At the deepest level, you're kicking up and kicking back into that hand. Feeling the opening in the left shoulder. Feeling the opening in the heart. And change. Re-extend and back to all fours. Inhale, dog tilt. Exhale, cat roll. Back to a neutral spine. Left foot shoots straight out to the side. And exhale, press the hips back. Reaching forward, bowing down. Sending the breath to where you want to open up. high onto the knee, releasing the hands up off the mat. Left hand to the left leg and right arm up and over. Change back through center. Right hand comes all the way to the floor. Left arm up and over. Again, maybe pressing the hips a little forward and opening up the heart, a tiny back bend. And change back through center. Hands come back to the mat. Left foot comes straight back behind you. Lift and hold. Using that left glute muscle. Maybe using the core to extend the right hand. Inhale, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, extend. Stay here or kick the back leg up. Reach around for a grip on the toes. Again, at the deepest level, maybe kicking up and kicking back. For the last 3, 2, re-extend through the pose, all 4s. We're going to curl the back toes under and press up to our first down dog. Take a moment here to warm up, pedal out the legs. This could be your first down dog of the day. And then finding stillness. Trying to get your heels just a little bit closer to the mat. Trying to press your heart through towards your legs. Toes are wide, fingers are wide. You're letting your head go and letting your neck go. Inhale, high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, hips and heels to the right side. To deepen, the left foot can step behind the right. Trying to keep those shoulders and your chest square to the mat. And change. Inhale, high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, hips and heels to the left side. Maybe the right foot can step behind to deepen. Inhale, high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, one more time, bend the knees. Inhale, high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, slowly drop your heels down. Inhale, flow forward to a plank high push-up. Exhale, back, down, dog. Inhale, flow forward to a plank high push-up. Exhale, slowly, all the way down to your belly. We're going to uncurl our toes. Our hands stay underneath our shoulders. Exhale everything. Inhale, begin to peel the chest up off the mat, baby cobra. Grounding down through the tops of the toes. Maybe you can tempt the fingers or even hover the hands slightly. And change. Inhale. Exhale everything, preparing for set 2. Inhale, again, peel the chest up off the mat. Maybe you'd like to add a shoulder stretch this time, reaching behind you, interlacing all 10 fingers. And change. We're going to roll right, roll left, get our hands underneath our body, like we're going to hit a volleyball. Bringing your chin or your mouth to your mat. We're going to point, stretch, and lift the right leg. Change. Point, stretch, and lift the left leg. Change. Shimmying your hands down just a little bit more to get a little more leverage. We're going to point, stretch, and lift both legs at the same time. And change. Getting your hands out from under you, wiggling your fingers, getting the blood back to your extremities. Hands come underneath the shoulder blades. Curl the back toes under, fire up the back legs. At the bottom of your next inhale, push up to plank, high push up, and exhale back, down dog. Inhale, sweep up through the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, foot high, knee to your right elbow. Inhale, foot high, knee to your left elbow. You can stay here or extend the leg, drop it down on the floor, and then lift the left arm up for fallen triangle. Lifting up through the hips, reaching through the left fingertips, and change. Hand comes back to the mat, re-extend through the right leg, and then right foot meets the left, down dog. Inhale, sweep up through the left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, foot high, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, foot high, knee to your right elbow. Again, stay here, or extend the leg, drop the foot, and press up. Reaching up through the right arm, pressing the hips up, and change. Right hand comes back to the mat, re-extend through the left leg, left foot meets the right, down dog. One inhale, one exhale. We're going to make our way to the front of the mat. So maybe tiptoeing your feet in between your thumbs. Maybe you want to jump, step, or hop. We'll find ourselves in Uttanasana, forward fold. Taking a moment to pedal out the legs, taking some deep knee squats, maybe grabbing opposite elbows and hanging. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Inhale, heart forward, half lift. Exhale, walk your hands to the right. Maybe the left hand can reach around, grab the calf to deepen. Inhale, heart forward, half lift. Exhale, walk your hands to the left side, trying to keep those hips facing the front of your mat. Maybe the right hand can grab the left calf. Change. Inhale, heart forward, half lift. Everyone, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Interlace all 10 fingers. Release your index finger. Inhale, reach. Exhale, up and over to the right side. Press your hips to the left. Biceps by the ears. Shoulders are square to the front. Hips are square to the front. And change. Inhale. Exhale, up and over to the left side. Pulling on that right hand to deepen. Throat is visible in the mirror. Go to your deepest. And change. Release this grip. Begin to push your hips forward. Begin to lift up and over the lower back. And try to look for the back wall. You should feel no crunching in your lower back. And change. Inhale, exhale, swan dive down. Padahastasana, hands to feet from the front. We're going to separate the feet just a little bit. Lift up the front of our toes and slide your hands underneath your toes. Your toe tips should come all the way to your wrists. Inhale. On your exhale breath, maybe you can straighten the legs and lift the hips just a little bit more. They may not get totally straight today, and that's okay. To deepen, elbows can go out to the sides. One more inhale. One more exhale. and change. Hands come out from underneath your feet. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Going right into our sun salutations, exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, heart forward, half lift. Exhale, one giant step back with the right foot, lunge. In our lunges, our knee is always directly over the ankle to protect the knee. Sinking into those hips. Left foot steps back to meet the right, down dog. Flowing forward to a plank high push-up. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right foot sweeps up towards the ceiling. Steps in between the thumbs. Lunge on the other side. Left foot steps up to meet the right. Everyone fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, swan dive down for the other side. Inhale, heart forward, half lift. Exhale, one giant step back with the left foot. Right foot steps back to meet the left, down dog. Vinyasa flow, plank. Chaturanga, halfway down. Upward facing dog. And down dog. Left foot sweeps up towards the ceiling. Steps in between the thumbs, lunge. Right foot steps up to meet the left. Everyone fold. Inhale, heart forward, half lift. Exhale, one giant step back with the right foot. We're going to drop the back knee down, the shin in the top of the foot, and press the hips forward. We're going to go all the way down to a lizard lunge, so lots of options. Make sure you're listening to the body. You can stay right here, or left hand can come to the inside of the foot. Stay here, or drop to the forearms. If you're looking for something really intense, curling the back toes and firing up the back knee. Slowly making your way out of the posture. Left hand comes back to frame the foot, and we're going to press the hips back for a half split. So you can stay here, or you can begin to walk the hands down, bowing over the front leg. Back to our half a tabletop, curling the back toes under and firing up the back leg. Left foot steps back to meet the right, down dog. You can stay here or an optional vinyasa flow. Right foot sweeps up towards the ceiling, steps in between the thumbs, lunge. Again, dropping the back knee down, the shin and the top of the foot, press the hips forward. Allowing the knee to go beyond the toes. The right hand can come to the inside of the foot. You can drop down to the forearms. And if you'd like, curling the back toes and firing up the back leg. If you ever feel like you've gone too far, just back out a step. Wherever you are, you should be able to breathe fluidly. If you can't breathe, you've gone too deep. And then slowly begin backing out of the posture. Bringing that right hand to the outside of the foot if you've brought it to the inside. Inhale. Exhale, press the hips back. Again, staying here. Or bowing down over the front leg, half splits. inhale. One more exhale. And bringing yourself back up to the hands, coming to a half of a tabletop, curling the back toes under, right foot meets the left, down dog. We're going to take our feet wide, about mat distance, so a wide-legged down dog. We're going to lift through the left hand and reach for the right calf. Inhale back through center. Exhale, the right hand is going to reach for the left calf. Feeling the twist. And change. Bringing our feet back together. Excuse me. Inhale, sweep up through the right leg. Exhale, lunge. Keeping the left hand grounded, bringing the right hand to the thigh. Begin to stack the right shoulder on the left. Maybe your right arm can reach high towards the ceiling. One more inhale. Exhale, close the pose. The right foot steps back to meet the left, down dog. Optional vinyasa flow. The left foot sweeps up towards the ceiling, steps in between the thumbs, lunge. Again, twisting on the other side, keeping the right hand grounded. Left hand comes to the thigh. Begin to stack the left shoulder on the right. Maybe left arm high. One more inhale. Exhale, close the pose. The left foot steps back to meet the right, down dog. Optional vinyasa flow. We're going to drop down to the knees and press the hips back for an extended child's pose. If you'd like to take a moment here, this is a great part in class to maybe wipe down, grab a drink of water if you need it. We will all meet in an extended child's pose. Coming back to all fours, we're going to open up the shoulders. So inhale, sweep up through the right arm. Exhale, thread the needle. Right cheek comes to the mat. Maybe your left hand can walk forward. Pressing that left shoulder down. Walking the left hand back in. Inhale, sweep up through the right arm. Exhale, all fours. Inhale, sweep up through the left arm. Exhale, thread the needle. Left cheek comes to the mat. Maybe you can walk the right hand forward. Begin walking the right hand back in. Inhale, sweep up through the left arm, and exhale, all fours. We're going to do puppy pose. So again, really listening to the body, making sure you're not going too deep. Begin walking the hands forward, keeping the arms straight. Maybe you can come to the chin. Maybe you can come all the way to the chest. One more inhale. One more exhale. Mindfully begin walking yourself out of the pose. We're We're going to curl the back toes under and press up to a down dog. Sweeping up through the right foot, point the toe, stack the hips, reach, stay here, or maybe you want to scorpion the foot back. Maybe you'd like to flip your dog. Pressing the hips up, reaching up through the right arm, and change. Bringing the right foot re-extended. Right foot meets the left, down dog. Left foot sweeps up towards the ceiling. Again, pointing the toe and stacking the hips. Maybe you want to scorpion the leg back. You can stay here, or maybe you want to lift the left hand up off the mat and flip the dog. Pressing the hips up, lifting up through the left arm, and change. Left hand is coming back to the mat. Re-extend through the left leg. Left foot meets the right, down dog. Optional vinyasa flow. We will all meet in a down dog. The right foot sweeps up towards the ceiling, steps in between the thumbs, lunge. We're going to drop the back knee down again and the shin in the foot, and the right hand is going to come to the right knee. This is a big hip opener, so begin pushing the knee away from the center of the body. Maybe that's far enough for you today. Maybe you can come all the way to the outside of the left hip, bringing the right sole of the foot up off the mat. Maybe the right arm comes high. Maybe you want to drop it behind you. Again, lots of options here in this pose. Choosing the best place for you today. And slowly back out of the pose. We're going to step or jump switch our feet so that we're in a lunge on the other side. And again, dropping that back knee down, the shin in the top of the foot. Left hand comes to the knee. Begin to push the left knee away. Maybe coming to the side of the hip. Maybe left arm high. Maybe arm behind you. Again, choosing the best place for you today. Knowing that this side could feel totally different than your other side, and that's okay. Our two sides are seldom the same. Inhale, reach up if you haven't already extended it. And we're making our way back through center. We're going to curl the back toes under and fire up the back leg, lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, sweep up through the arms. And exhale, back, airplane arms. One more time, just like that. Inhale. And exhale back, airplane arms. Inhale to the highest, maybe a tiny back bend. 3, 2, and change. Hands frame the foot. And again, we're going to step or jump switch our legs, lunge on the other side. Inhale, sweep up through the arms. Exhale back, airplane arms. Inhale, sweep up, crescent lunge. Exhale, back, airplane arms. One last time, inhale. And exhale, back, airplane arms. Inhale, sweep up through the highest. You can stay right here, or you can begin a tiny back bend, trying to look for the back wall. And change. Hands frame the foot. Right foot steps back to meet the left down dog. Optional vinyasa flow. Right foot sweeps up towards the ceiling, steps halfway up underneath the belly button, back toes at a 45-degree angle, Inhale, sweep up, warrior one. Hips are square to the front. Shoulder blades are pinching back and down. Inhale. Exhale, open, warrior two. Making any adjustments you need to. Hips are square, hips are level. Shoulder blades are pinching back and together. Our gaze is over our right fingertips. Looking over the left fingertips, flip the palm and tilt, bent like Trikonasana. Reaching up through the left hand, not allowing this right elbow to go below the knee. You can stay here or track the left arm back for maybe a half bind. Staying here or maybe reaching under for a full bind. Again, you should be able to breathe wherever you are. And slowly back out of the pose. Whack through warrior two, flip the right palm up and tilt back into exalted warrior. Left fingertips are long along the leg or can reach around for the right thigh half bind. Back through warrior two, deepen one last time and straighten the front leg. Begin to push the hips back, reaching for the front of the mat. When you can't reach anymore, letting the right fingertips land where they want, and reaching the left towards the ceiling. Your right fingertips could be on your shin, your foot. If you have a block at home, they could be up on your block or the floor. Wherever you are, you're trying to push the hips forward, opening up through the left arm, and change. Coming up through center, flip the right palm up and tilt back. From this position, cartwheeling the arms all the way down, lifting up the left heel. Right foot steps back to meet the left, down dog. Optional vinyasa flow. Left foot sweeps up towards the ceiling. Steps halfway up underneath the belly button. Back toes turn down at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, sweep the arms up, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, open, warrior two. Making any adjustments you need to. Gazing over the left fingertips with so much focus. Looking over the right fingertips, flip the palm up and tilt, bent like Trikonasana. Pressing the left forearm into the inner thigh. Maybe going for the half bind. Maybe going for the full bind. Breathing and feeling for the last 3, 2. Re-extend through the pose. We will meet in warrior two. Flip the left palm up and tilt back. Again, right fingertips can be here along the leg or reach around for a half bind. And change. Back through warrior two. Deepen one last time. Straighten the front leg. Again, begin to reach for the front of the mat and then letting the left hand land where it wants. Right hand reach up towards the ceiling. Feeling the opening of the right side body. Breathing into any discomfort you may be feeling. Micro bend in the front leg to come up safely. Flip the left palm up and tilt back. Again, from this position, cartwheeling all the way down. Left foot steps back to meet the right, down dog. Optional vinyasa flow. Then we're going to drop back down to the knees and press back to an extended child's pose. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands to the right. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands all the way to the left. Exhale, fold. Inhale back through center, coming back through all fours. Curl the back toes under and press up to a down dog. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to make our way to the front of the mat, so you can hop, step, jump, or float, or simply tiptoe your feet in between your thumbs. Forward fold. We're going to turn the toes out. Exhale, bend the knees. We're in a deep knee squat. You may have your heels lifted. You may be able to drop them down to the mat. You may want to reach your hands forward, or you may want to reach your hands around for the heels, full garland pose. Maybe even tucking the chin and bowing the head down. And change. Hands come back to the mat. We're going to straighten the legs and make the feet parallel again. Inhale, heart forward, half lift. Exhale, right hand comes catty corner to the right foot. Left hand comes to the lower back. Begin to kick the left foot straight back behind you. You can stay here, or maybe open up to the side. Maybe left hand reaches towards the ceiling. Half moon. One more inhale. Exhale, close the pose. Inhale, heart forward, half lift. Exhale, left hand comes catty corner to the left toes. Again, you can be up on a block if you have one at home. Right hand comes to the lower back. Begin to kick the right leg straight back behind you. Maybe stacking the right hip on the left. Maybe right hand comes up overhead. Inhale, and exhale, close the pose. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, one giant step to the left. So we're all facing the side. Shoulder blades pinching back and together. Inhale, exhale, flat back, hinge at the hips, wide-legged forward fold. Hands come to the center of the mat. Taking a moment to warm up the legs, taking some side-to-side lunges, whatever makes you feel warm and ready for the next part of practice. And then eventually finding stillness in our wide-legged forward fold. We're going to bend our knees as much as we need to get a grip on the outside of our feet. Inhale. Exhale, begin to try to straighten the legs and pull the heart through. You can bend your elbows out to the sides to deepen if that's what you need. Inhale. Exhale, deepen. And change. Get your hands out from the sides of your feet. Inhale, come up halfway with airplane arms. Reach behind you, interlacing all 10 fingers. Exhale, fold. Maybe you can bring your knuckles up off your lower back to add a shoulder stretch if you'd like to. One more inhale. Exhale, go to your deepest. And change. Coming up halfway, release the grip, hands come to the mat. Left hand stays on the mat, right hand to your lower back. Begin to stack the right shoulder on the left. Maybe right arm comes up overhead. Inhale, exhale, close the pose. Left hand comes to the lower back, trying to keep those hips square. Begin stacking the left shoulder on the right. Maybe your left arm can come up overhead. Inhale, exhale, close the pose. We're going to bend at the knees and roll up one vertebra at a time. Your head will come up last. Hands and feet come together at the top of the mat. Exhale, quarter turn to Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bend at the right elbow. Elbow comes to the right hip. We're going to use this right hand to get a grip on the inside of our foot or our ankle. Trying to stay here, standing strong, trying to get those knees together. You can stay right here. Or if you'd like to deepen, you can begin to hinge at the hips, bringing the upper body forward. You can stay here, or begin to kick up and kick back into the hand bow. Breathing and feeling for the last 3, 2, and change. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hinging at the left elbow. Again, getting a grip with the inside of the foot or the ankle, whatever's more comfortable for you. Inhale. Exhale, begin to explore the posture. Again, going to your deepest for the last 3, 2, and change. Inhale, arms up overhead. We're going to eagle the right arm onto the left. So we're going to cross at the elbows, bring the palms up and together in front of your face. If this grip is too deep, you can always give yourself a bear hug. Inhale. Exhale, sit as deep as you can. On your next inhale, the right leg comes up and crosses over. You can stay right here, or maybe the right toes can hook on the left calf. Trying to even off the shoulders. Hips are level. Squeezing everything towards center. One more inhale. Exhale to your deepest and unwind. Inhale. Exhale, the left arm comes under the right. Palms touch, splitting your vision like an eagle. Inhale. Exhale, sit as deep as you can. Inhale, the left leg comes up, crosses over, maybe gets the hook. One day, your nose, your belly button, your knees, and your toes will all be in one line. It might not happen today, but maybe someday. Three, 2, and unwind. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. We're going to do an arm balance today, so I'm going to turn and face the camera. Inhale, arms up overhead, and exhale, swan dive down. We're going to bend at the knees to come to a deep knee squat. We're going to do side crow today. I I know traditionally we do crow in a lot of our classes, so I'm going to show you side crow. We're going to bring both hands to the right side of the body. Fingers are wide. We're going to create a shelf with our triceps, so bending at those elbows. We're going to bring our right thigh up onto that shelf we've created. Making sure you're looking out and not straight down. If you look down, you go down. And then maybe today, you're just working on lifting the top foot and just seeing how that unweighting feels. Maybe you can lift the bottom foot, maybe just for a second, or maybe you can hold the pose. I'll let you know when you have 3 seconds left. 3, 2, and close the pose. Coming back through center, 1 recovery inhale, and 1 exhale. Bringing the hands to the left side of the body. Again, creating that shelf, lifting up to get your left thigh on that shelf, and then doing what you can with the pose today. Remembering that the hard work comes in postures that you've not yet mastered. For the last 3, 2, and land the pose. We're going to straighten the legs, lift the hips, and roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Your head will come up last. I'm going to turn back to the side. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. We're going to walk the hands forward and walk the feet back, down dog. 1 more optional vinyasa flow. We will all meet in a down dog, and then we're going to drop the knees down. Coming high onto the knees, we're going to start with camel. So hands come to the lower back, trying to get those elbows to touch behind you. You can stay right here, or you can curl the toes up and reach for the heels. If you're feeling really open this morning or afternoon, whenever you're doing this practice, you can uncurl the toes and reach for the heels. Wherever you are, we're keeping the chin lifted. We're trying to press the hips forward, feeling the opening of the heart. One more inhale, and exhale, close the pose. We're going to do Sasangasana to counteract that back bend, bringing the knees together and sitting back on the heels. Bringing our hands behind us, getting a grip on the feet. Inhale. Exhale, begin to tuck the chin and roll down 1 vertebra at a time until your forehead comes to your knees. Once you're here, begin to lift the hips. Don't look left or right in this posture. Your neck is really compromised. And your last little tweak is to get your heels to touch. And change. Sitting back on the heels, we're going to separate the heels just enough so that our hips can sit in between our feet. So again, lots of options here in Supta Virasana. You can stay right here, or you can hinge back on the hands. Maybe you can hinge back on the forearms, or maybe laying all the way back. This posture stimulates your kidney meridian. If your knees pop open, that's okay. It's just a hip rotation you need to work on. If you're all the way back, you can grab opposite elbows above your head. 2 more breaths here. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. And mindfully make your way out, 1 at a time. Get the blood back to your toes. And then we're going to sit on the left hip and swing our feet around. For these little stretches, I'm going to face the front again. So we're going to bring our left foot in towards midline, right foot out to the corner of your mat. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, square off to the leg and fold. Back through center. The right sole of the foot comes to meet the left. We're opening our feet like the pages of a book. Inhale and exhale, fold. Maybe using your elbows to apply a little gentle pressure to the inner thighs. Moving back through center, keeping the right foot in, left foot out to the corner of the room. Inhale, exhale, square off to the leg and fold. Coming back through center, both feet kick out straight in front of you, and hands out, seated staff pose. Inhale, exhale, halfway back. Inhale, exhale, halfway back. Inhale, slowly, all the way down to your back. A mini Shavasana. We're going to bring the right knee into the chest. Getting a grip on the shin right below the knee. We're going to bring the knee across the body and let it land on the left side. Opening the right arm to the other side. This is a supine twist. Your gaze is over your right fingertips. You can keep the eyes open or you can close them. One more inhale. One more exhale. Coming back through center. The left knee's going to come up to meet the right. We're going to give ourselves a bear hug around the shins. Maybe rocking right, rocking left, a lower back massage. And then finding stillness. Dropping the right leg down, keeping a hold of the left, bringing the left knee across the body, and letting it land on the right side. And then opening up to the left. Again, eyes can stay open or they can be closed. You can always set a block if you have one at home underneath your knee. More deep breaths here. On your next inhale, bringing the left knee back in towards center. Right knee comes up again to meet the left. The soles of the feet are going to kick up towards the ceiling. And then bend at the knees. Getting a grip on the outside of the feet for happy baby. Again, rocking right, rocking left, a lower back massage. And then letting the soles of the feet land on the mat, knees point up. We're going to bring the right leg, crossing it over the left, making a figure 4. We're going to take the right hand and put it through the space you've created, lifting the left foot up off the mat to get a grip either on the shin or on the back of the thigh, whatever's more comfortable for you. Pressing the left elbow into the right inner thigh and pulling this left leg in towards your body. Feeling the opening of the right hip and glute for the last 3, 2, and 1. Dropping both soles of the feet down to the mat, crossing the left leg over the right. Left hand goes to the space you've created and getting the grip of your choice. And using that left elbow to apply a little pressure to the left inner thigh and pulling the right leg in towards center. 3 deep breaths here. Mindfully coming out of the posture. We're going to do 3 sets of bridge. So reaching down and making sure you can touch your heel with your longest toe. Exhale everything. On your next inhale, pressing your hips up towards the ceiling. Maybe you can interlace all 10 fingers underneath your lower back. One more inhale. Exhale, lower the hips down. One recovery breath here. Exhale everything. On your next inhale, press the hips up. Again, maybe interlacing all 10 fingers underneath the lower back, coming higher onto the shoulder blades. Making sure that you're keeping your feet parallel and you're keeping your feet about hip distance apart. One more inhale. Exhale, lower the hips down. One recovery breath, preparing for set 3. If you'd like to go into full wheel for your final set, I'm going to cue for that. Otherwise, you can just do a 3rd set of bridge. Exhale everything. On your next inhale, choosing the posture of your choice. For full wheel, hands come by the ears. Press the hips up, and then coming up off the back. Again, trying to keep those feet parallel. One more inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin if you're in full wheel, and coming down with control. Windshield wipering the knees to the right and left to counteract that back bend we just did. And then we're going to be heading into our final Shavasana. So before we do so, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Knees fall open. You can keep your hands here, resting on the thighs, or one hand to the heart, one hand to the stomach. Taking a moment to touch back in on your intention one last time. And taking a moment of gratitude, thanking yourself for stepping out on your mat. Whenever you're ready, and there's no rush, we're heading into our final Shavasana. So arms go long along the body, palms up, and then letting the legs go long. Feeling your feet splay open naturally. The shoulder blades pinch back in together. And a slight tuck to the chin so the spine is long. And then closing the eyes. Relaxing through the legs, the hips, the abdomen. Relaxing through the rib cage and the chest, the shoulders and the arms. Feeling the natural curl of your fingers. Releasing any tension you may be holding in your jaw and your eyebrows. Trying to be completely still. And most importantly, trying to be completely thoughtless. purpose of yoga is to be still. They came up with all the asanas so that yogis could meditate for hours without their feet falling asleep or their back aching. I invite you at this time to begin inviting small movements back into your body. Maybe wiggling the fingers or the toes. And whenever you're ready, maybe rolling to the left or the right, cradling your head in your arm, a recovery position. And of course, if you're not ready to exit out of your final Shavasana, you can continue practicing stillness for as long as you like. And whenever you're ready, pushing yourself up to a seated posture, just like how we began class. So again, maybe sitting up on your shins in a fixed firm position, or maybe crossing at the legs like I'm doing. Again, sitting up nice and tall. You can keep the eyes closed. You can begin to blink them open. You can rest your hands or bring them to heart center, Anjali Mudra. That you all have a beautiful rest of your week or weekend whenever you're watching this video. It was an honor guiding you through your practice virtually. I hope to see you back in the studio soon. Everyone wash your hands and stay well. Be kind to one another. Namaste.